Okay, so this video is going to explain my favorite strategy for simplifying radicals. So here's a radical that we're going to simplify together. Before we start doing that one, the usual technique for this is just kind of like using what you know about square numbers. So the square root of 50, you can pretty easily see as the square root of 25 times 2. You know the square root of 25 is 5. Those are the same, by the way. So you can just write it as 5 square root of 2. So when they look like that, they're not particularly hard. But when they look like 1,575, that's significantly more complicated. I can't do that one just by like looking at it and thinking of square numbers. So what I like to do is prime factorization, where you take the prime factorization of the number, which I find to be a soothing mathematical task. So what two numbers multiply to be 1,575? Well, because it ends in 75, I know 25 is going to go in evenly. Let's see, there are 4 25s in every 100. So 15 times 4 is 60, plus an extra 3 because of the 75. So 25 times 63. 25 I can break up into 5 and 5, which are both prime numbers, so I'm done there. 63 I can break up into 9 times 7. 7's a prime number, so I'm done. And 9 I can break up into 3 times 3. Okay, so now I know, I'm going to give myself some more room over here. I know that 1,575 is the same thing as 5 times 5 times 3 times 3 times 7. And now I see that I've got some pairs of numbers here, which means I can rewrite this as, well, here, we can rewrite it in a bunch of different ways, but if I've got like the square root of 5 times 5 is 5, right? So I'm going to rewrite this as the square root of 5 times 5 times the square root of 3 times 3 times the square root of 7. Square root of 5 times 5 is 5. Square root of 3 times 3 is 3. And then times the square root of 7. Or you can simplify this again, and it'll just be 15 times the square root of 7. I find this to be a really fun way to simplify radicals. So again, you just do the prime factorization. And then this is kind of like just to show you how it works, all the stuff over here. But all you really have to do is be like, okay, 2 5s, a 5 goes on the outside. 2 3, a 3 goes on the outside. 5 times 3 is 15. Square root of 7 is left over.